Coming up on today's Disney Roundup, one Disney fan has started a petition to retheme Splash Mountain with Princess and the Frog, Disneyland has announced their planned reopening dates, and the project for an upcoming DVC resort may be cancelled. I have all that and more for you coming up right here on the DRU. Hey, it's Jeff everyone, and welcome to the Disney Roundup, where I bring you up to date on what's going on with the Walt Disney Company and Disney parks each and every single week. If you're new to my channel, please go ahead and hit that like button for me and also subscribe to my channel to receive the Disney Roundup each and every single week. Starting with outside the parks news, as some of the resorts will begin reopening next week, Disney Parks blog has shared a post with an update on those resorts. The resorts will be increasing cleaning as well as accommodating social distancing, which will include having online check-in as a requirement now, limited contact options, a pre-cleaning of your room before your arrival with select amenities cleaned and wrapped, and paying by not using cash. But if you want to read the full list on that, I will leave a link to that in the description down below. Additionally, I want to say too that if you're going to be staying at Walt Disney World between the dates of June 22nd through July 10th, you may want to mark your calendars, because starting on Thursday, June 18th, you'll be able to start making dining reservations as well. Just to say it again, that is Thursday, June 18th. If you're going to be staying at Walt Disney World, make sure you are ready then. Following the NBA, more sports are coming to Walt Disney World. The Major Soccer League had announced last week that they will be coming to Walt Disney World to resume their 25th season and hosting a tournament to be played at the ESPN Wide World of Sports complex. They will have 26 clubs competing in a 54-match tournament beginning July 8th, going all the way until August 11th. According to the MLS website, it is reported that the Swan and Dolphin resorts will be housing the teams, and it's been said too that the players will not be able to leave their resorts unless it's for play, but like the NBA, we'll have to just wait and see how that goes. Rumors have been floating around recently that Reflections Lakeside Lodge, a DVC resort announced at the D23 Expo, has been postponed or maybe even canceled. A notable commenter on a WDW Magic forum said that the resort that was being built on the land River Country was originally on has been canceled and crews are being removed from the area. Of course, Disney has yet to comment if this is true or not, if they have canceled the plans for the upcoming resort, but subscribe to my channel and I'll keep you up to date on all the latest news with Reflections. Now for parks news. Over this past week, the planned reopening dates for Disneyland Resort were announced. The downtown Disney shopping district will be the first on property to reopen starting on July 9th. It is yet to be said though what stores will be reopening or if all of the restaurants and stores will be reopening then, but subscribe and I'll keep you up to date with all the latest news on that. Additionally, for the parks, Disneyland Park and Disney California Adventure Park will reopen on July 17th. Ironically, the same day that Disneyland originally opened back on 1955, and the Grand Californian and Paradise Pier Resort hotels will open on July 23rd. No announced date yet for the Disneyland Hotel. But my question is, what will capacity be like in these parks, mainly with Disneyland? Because Disneyland, if you've been there, you know it's a smaller, tinier park, especially compared to California Adventure or even the parks down in Florida. So there's a lot of tight spaces in there, so I'm wanting to see how social distancing and physical distancing works in there. They did say though on a Disney Parks blog post that to enter Disneyland parks, a theme park reservation will be required, as there will be for Walt Disney World as well, and they've mentioned that details will be coming on the way. Hopefully that'll be soon, especially for down at Walt Disney World as well. Additionally, the new chairman of Parks Experiences and Products, Josh D'Amaro, gave a message following the announced reopening of Disneyland Resort that said, quote, "I want you to know how eternally grateful I am for all of you who have made Disney parks, stores, hotels, cruise lines, guided tours, and vacation properties part of your lives, as well as cast members, crew members, Imagineers, and employees who have brought them to life for the past 65 years. Following the devastation that was the murdering of George Floyd, our world looks now to support social diversity and Black Lives Matter more than ever. In an attempt to successfully do this and bring more diversity inside Disney parks, one Disney fan started a petition on change.org to retheme Splash Mountain with a Princess and the Frog overlay due to its racial stereotypes. Now, some may be confused by this and may never have thought Splash Mountain to be a racist attraction, but it is themed after Song of the South, a 1940s Disney film that portrays and normalizes racism, and if you've never heard of it, it's probably not too big a surprise since Disney has since locked that film away in their vault for it to never be released on DVD, Disney Plus, furthermore to just never be released or seen again. So this is a very tough topic for me, especially with Splash Mountain being my favorite Disney parks attraction. I ride it every time I go to Walt Disney World. I rode it for sure when I went to Disneyland for my first time. And to me, with it having the classic Disney slow water ride, the music, the smells, the animatronics, and the thrill at the end make it the best Disney Parks attraction, or the epitome of a Disney Parks attraction. I do think though that it is best to make changes to that attraction, possibly of removing those characters from that movie. Of course, Brer Rabbit, Brer Fox, all of them are in Song of the South, so I think it would be best to remove them, but I don't think that it's best to retheme it or do a Princess and the Frog overlay on it. I think if you want to do a Princess and the Frog attraction, make it its own attraction, or make a Tiana's Place restaurant. I'm all for that. I just don't think it fits very well placing that in Frontierland, especially when that movie takes place in New Orleans. So I've heard of a lot of different ideas on retheming Splash Mountain. One that I've heard is Utopia, which I don't think would fit as well since that movie takes place for a majority in a major city. Couple that come to mind that I think could be good fits, one being The Jungle Book. I think that would be really good with the fans. It's a Disney classic. The live action remake did really well, so I could see that. Another one that I could see is Brother Bear, just to continue that animal and critter theming inside the ride. And I know Brother Bear wasn't the most popular Disney film or the most successful one, but I think with all of those characters would fit well inside Splash Mountain. Another option I think is possible is Tarzan, and I know with Tarzan as well as The Jungle Book, they kind of fit more of an Adventureland or even an Animal Kingdom type attraction vibe, but I think Tarzan could be a good replacement of Splash Mountain. One thing I think it would be cool to see if they were to replace Tarzan as the IP for Splash Mountain is at the end after you go down the big drop and you enter the scene where they sing Zippity Doo-Dah. If you could replace that with the crashing the camp scene from Tarzan, I think that would be really cool too and something really memorable. And from just the soundtrack of Tarzan, adding that to the ride would be a big win as well. Let me know what you think in the comments down below. Do you think Splash Mountain should be rethemed? Do you think it should stay the same? But if you think it's rethemed, what IP or what would you like to see it rethemed after? Let me know about that in the comments down below. Alright everyone, well that's all I have for you for this week's episode of the Disney Roundup. If you enjoyed it, please make sure to hit that like button for me and don't forget to subscribe to my channel to receive the Disney Roundup each and every single week. And that's all I have for you for this week, but until next time, we'll see you on the DRU.